Hello, Morgan from Teacup Pup Crew. Today we are making a whelping box. My Chihuahua is due to have her puppies soon, so I was showing you guys how I make an easy DIY whelping box so you don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money on one of those pre-made boxes. So all you need is a cardboard box. This one is perfect from one of my packages. I just cut off the edges because those aren't necessary and they just kind of get in the way, and I like it to be a nice flat surface to press up against the wall. And so I cut those off with a box cutter, and then I also cut a little door opening for Pepper, my Chihuahua, to be able to go in and out. So you want the opening to be tall enough so the newborn puppies cannot crawl out, but low enough so the mama can step in and out and not have to jump over the edges. And so then once you do that, then you can place a blanket all around the edges, and you can take the clothespins and pin the blanket off onto the edges so the blanket isn't slipping down. And I like to press in the corners and flatten out the blanket so it's nice and smooth. I just like to do that because our puppies are about 4 to 5 ounces when they're born, so I want to make sure that they can't like smother themselves or get caught underneath the blanket at all. So here's the finished look of what my box will look like. You want the box to be big enough for her to be able to, move around. She's going to be, digging and moving and spinning and licking herself. You want the box to be big enough to have enough space for her to move freely. I put a towel down after the blanket, and then you can also put a puppy pad underneath it or on top of it if you want to keep your towels a little bit cleaner. I mean, it's going to get messy, so you need to make sure you have extra towels and blankets on hand, and you want the box to be big enough for all the puppies to be able to go into the box and set food down. So this is Pepper going into her box. As you can see, there's plenty of room for her to be able to spin around if she needs to. We can place her food and water in there, and especially if you're getting it ready like 2 weeks in advance and getting her used to it, you want to be able to put her bed in there and get her comfortable. And you want her to just familiarize herself with the box and get herself knowing that this is her safe place for her to have her puppies. And you also want to make sure you place it away from all the noise of the day-to-day life. So I've got 4 kids, so I make sure that the bed and the box is upstairs in our bathroom while the kids are usually downstairs playing. It's a nice quiet bathroom. It's a nice easy to clean floor as well. And so I also place a heating pad under there when the puppies are here, and it can clean. It's easy to clean with the towels and puppy pads, and so I have this close to our outlet so I can plug the heating pad in. And also you can move the cord and kind of place it in between the pins so it kind of stays out of the way. I haven't had any issues with the dogs nibbling on the cords or anything. If your dog does that, then maybe don't place a heating pad underneath. Also, I wanted to show you guys this cool pop-up playpen that we use sometimes once the puppies start to get a little bit bigger and they can crawl out of the box. I will place the box, usually a smaller box, and I just use the box for like where they're sleeping, and it's not necessary to have the food, but I'll place this box in there to show you guys. So if they're getting out of the box, you can have like a playpen like this or a slightly bigger one. This is one of the smallest sizes since we have Chihuahuas. It's really cool because you can unzip the top and you can, put the food and water and change it out easily. And you can also unzip it on the front so that way you can let mama out to go potty. And the last thing that I do for getting my puppies ready for whelping is I have the heater in there, as well as I put a security camera in there. So if I'm like running to the store for an hour or so, then I can, watch her while I'm away. Especially since you're not entirely sure the due date of your puppy. She could go a few days early or a few days late. So it's always nice to be keeping an eye out. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.